Dustin wanted to tell us about an opportunity for service beyond our regions. Come on up, Dustin.
Good morning and thank you again. So yes, this here is Salvador Rico from the Rotary Club. A half ago, he gave me a call and said, "Hey, Dustin, is the district looking for an international project? You know, I've got one for it." And I said, "Sure." So back in March of 2020, down. This was actually already set up to go. However, everything stopped and didn't have the opportunity. So now we do have the opportunity again. And what it is, it's about a week starting in Guadalajara, going to Mexico City, and we have a fully chartered bus. What we'll be doing is be going from Rotary Club to Rotary Club along the way. And, you know, they'll be feeding us and putting us up and whatnot. And in each different club, we'll be helping them out with an environmental project the club is participating in. So it's an environmental tour of Mexico, essentially. And so it's a good opportunity for us to go, you know, help them with other projects that they're doing and promote our new area of focus, the environment, through Rotary, and get some fellowship time in and see some sites as well. We'll be going, one of the places we'll be going is the Monarch Landing spot. There's a club near that area, so we'll go there and do a project in that area and get some time to see that while they land. So it's a really unique opportunity. There's about 20 seats right now left on the charter bus. Salvador just opened it up to a couple other districts, but our district had priority because Salvador is here in Ukiah and set it up for us. So if you'd like to go, you can get a hold of me. Tomorrow is an informational meeting at 9 a.m. But this is essentially January 31st. We'll fly into Guadalajara, do all the COVID safety checks, this and that and the other, and then hop on the bus and hit the ground running. So it's going to be really exciting, really fun, and we're going to document it really well as well, so we can, you know, show what's going on and really kind of drive home the idea of fellowship and friendship across borders and get some work done at the same time. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and if you want to go, get your ticket and let's do it. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dustin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Up next, I was hoping to hear from Claire. Maggie, have you seen Claire on the call?
Yes, Claire's here.
Yay. Hi, Claire.
I am here. Hi.
I understand there are opportunities coming for our club here related to youth exchange.
Yes, we should be having a one-way exchange with someone from Africa, could possibly be North Africa. And we're looking for host families. We have Jen and Andreas Klaus have agreed to host. So that's fabulous. We have one, but we need at least two more. So if any of you, or if you know someone who's interested in hosting, please reach out to us and we'll be giving you a phone call in the not too distant future.
You heard it here first, another round of calls. So keep in back your minds, it may not be you because you may not have the time or space, but it may be somebody you know. So kind of put your radar up for folks that you think could make a good family for a student for 3 to 4 months in that range. And be ready for that call, please. Thank you, Claire.
Thank you.
Maggie, I understand we are also are seeking to really plan ahead. Succession planning is a big deal for any organization, and especially for ours, because we're on a year-to-year cycle, so that somebody like me can't step in and break it. You know, so Maggie, if you'd like to tell us, what are we looking for here?
Yes, thank you, President. And we are looking for 2 new board members. We have 2 board members whose terms end in June, and we are also looking for a presidential candidate, our president nominee, to serve the year 2023-24. I really strongly encourage anybody who's even remotely interested to talk to me. It is, you know, if Ian can do it and if I can do it, anybody can do it. I mean, and you have a lot of support from club members, from the board, so it's a great opportunity to learn more about Rotary and serve our community in a different way. But we do, hopefully, we should be bringing these names to the club next week for voting, but I'm not sure we're ready for that, but we're hoping to. So please give me a call. I am going to, well, I shouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to, I hate it when people do that. Nah, I'm not going to tell you yet. But I will, if you get a phone call from me, don't ignore it, because even if you want to say no to me, I still would love to talk to you and see, just check in with you. So please don't be afraid when you get a call from me. Thank you. I think that's it.
Thank you, Maggie. I can vouch, it's a great opportunity. I look around the room here and see the folks that have supported me in figuring this whole thing out. And you can't step into this without support, and it's here. So when you get that call, do seriously consider it. You're being asked for very specific reasons about who you are and what you could do with our club.
Oh,
Up
Ian,
next,
Ian,
go ahead.
I just want to say, if you don't get the call, you can call me. I'm not, I mean, it's not, I would love to hear from other people, because I'm not trying to choose the next president. The club is looking for the best person. So please step forward if you're interested.
Thank you, Maggie. And I've got to figure my slides out again. Sorry. No. Okay, so the Eureka Theater is looking pretty darn nice. Charlie and Sarah in particular have been organizing a foster and at-risk youth event for today and tomorrow. Sarah, were you able to join on the call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay! Tell us what's going on over there.
So today at 1 o'clock, any volunteers that have signed up for our youth movie event will be meeting at the Eureka Theater. Our committee is going to be hosting and paying for the concessions for the people that show up. Today is going to be mostly adults, so we invited the people from our TAY Division of Child Welfare and the county. So we have some volunteers coming today. I think we'll end around, the movie is about 2 hours. It's going to be Home Alone. So we'll start the movie at 2 and we'll go till around 4. So we'll be cleaning up afterwards. If you are interested in coming by after work and helping us sweep up the theater, we'll be there. And then Saturday, we'll be meeting there around the same time, 1 o'clock, for any volunteers. We're going to have Santa Claus, and we have candy canes to give out. We'll have approximately 150 to 200 people showing up. We have Interact volunteers that are coming for 2 different shifts. We'll have some people from the county coming to volunteer their time, and we have a couple Rotarians. So if you're interested and you want to come by on Saturday, we can always use a couple extra hands to help. We'll also be cleaning up around 4 tomorrow as well. We'll be watching, what are we watching tomorrow? Oh, the Santa Claus with, yeah, I don't remember his name. Anyways, but that'll be fun. It'll be nice to see all the kids' smiling faces. There's going to be, so tomorrow the big event's going to have like foster parents and their kids, all ages. We also invited people from probation and some of the shelters. So there'll be tons of people, different faces to see. And then next weekend, next Friday at our Rotary meeting, we're going to be packing stockings. We have a private donor that donated 91 $50 gift cards. And our committee has purchased some items to put into the stockings. If you're interested in donating anything to add to stockings, just little tiny trinkets or stocking stuffers, we're packing about 91. So we could use a couple more things if you are interested. And we'll be doing that right at the end of the meeting. So if you're there on Friday next week, hopefully you can stay a little bit longer and help us pack stockings.
Thank you, Sarah, to you and the committee for organizing all that. You know, the last couple of years, we haven't been able to do the foster youth dinner. And so the TAY and vocational committee came up with some alternates that we could still provide something that's kind of a relief of fun to the underserved and at-risk community. So thank you very much for doing that. Sarah, do I understand that the stockings are now fully funded?
Yeah, we have all the gift cards that we need.
Excellent. So we'll be packing those again, as Sarah said, next week, right after the meeting. So I look forward to doing a little hands-on there. And there is still room to sign up tomorrow on the sign-up genius if you'd like to show up and give a little assistance at the theater. I know there will be many attendees. Thank you, Sarah.
I think Maggie has a question.
Oh, go ahead, Maggie.
I have my hand up before you jump to the next thing.
Go ahead.
Carol, I think this would be a good time to have Carol make a brief announcement about highway cleanup.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Carol, are you on the call?
Yeah, we had scheduled adopt a highway cleanup. And if you look at the weather forecast for tomorrow, it says 100% rain and up to an inch. And I always hate to cancel if there was just people clamoring to try to see if it's going to be nice. You never know in Humboldt. It could be sunny at 9:30 and then really awful. But I'm thinking we should reschedule. How do people feel about that? Or were there some folks planning on coming?
Anybody here was planning on coming? Anybody here know about it? Howard was planning. Howard says he's fine with a postponing.
I think it might be a good idea. Who knows? It could be sunny at 10 and then the storm rolls in. But yeah, batten hatches, 1 inch of rain forecast for tomorrow.
Wow.
With high winds in the afternoon. Sounds like a great day to be inside at a movie theater watching a great Christmas show.
It does. It does. Carol, with our apology, I think many of us may have missed that announcement. So
yeah, and my apology as well. I missed really promoting that in advance. So we'll reschedule.
Sounds great. We'll look forward to it. Okay, up next, Vanessa, I believe you are here. Here you are. Vanessa has some news again for planning and participation in the process.
Don't worry about reading this. It's going to come out in an email shortly. But in an effort to bring our club's bylaws into line with Rotary International's goals on diversity, equity, and inclusion, we're going to do propose a change to the bylaws about attendance and dropping the attendance requirement. There's going to be a survey that is going to come out, and just to get your input, if it's important to you that attendance is mandatory, if you don't care, like, you just need to know. So then the board will come together and give you an edited bylaw, keep it the same, keep the attendance requirement, and then the whole club can vote on if it's to change it or not. But first we need to just take a temperature of the room to see if it's important to you that it stays how it is. Any questions? Brief enough.
Process-wise, there will be definitely time to review. If the temperature says, yeah, we want to consider a change, the language that we bring will go in front of the club and have a wide period of review and input, and then we'll bring back, if there's a change that the club wants, some final language to actually bring the club and vote on. So it's a process, and we don't take modifying our bylaws lightly. A little background on that is that for the last several years, the club board and the club in general has not enforced our 60% attendance and participation requirement. And while it was being discussed a couple of years back, then COVID hit, and we said, this is not the time. So it's still been sitting on the back burner, and we're getting to the point where we should just see where we're at. So thank you for participating. That's the key. Is this is our club. These are our guiding rules on how we do things. So make sure your voice is heard when that process comes along. It's very important that we hear from you. We did have some birthdays in November. If anybody'd like to say a little bit something about what they did, if you had a little fun or if you just relaxed, we'd love to hear about it. If you see your name up here on the screen, please speak up. Stephanie, come on up.
I just wanted to share because I found I always try to go away on my birthday. So last year I went down to Bimbo. I had gotten a gift certificate of the chamber mixer, and I had never been down there before. So I'm really trying to explore a local area and use my birthday as an excuse. So this year I went to Trinidad, really far away, but there's these great vacation rentals right at the entrance to Suneg Park, Golden Eagle cabins or Golden Eagle rentals. I highly recommend it. These cute little kind of newer studio rental cabins. and it's about a half a mile to the entrance to Sumig. And so I got my little hiking Humboldt book, and I did all of the Trinidad hikes that are in that book. I walked over 39 miles that weekend. And then the cabin was super quaint, and they make a campfire for you. So I campfired from dark till bedtime and then hiked all day. It was really wonderful. So I always have to remember that we live in a vacation spot. So.
Thank you.
Yes, I can go.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi. Mine was not nearly as exciting as Stephanie's, so I'm gonna follow that. My wife was out of town, so I had really exciting plans to go drink wine on the beach by myself. And I was telling Robin about this, and then Scott called me, and so I had a really lovely dinner with Scott and the Johnsons. That was my birthday.
Very nice, very nice. Anyone else? All right, well, be sure if you see these folks in the community.
I did have a birthday.
You did?
I drank with my mother.
Oh, they drank with her mother. So she doesn't want to talk about it. All right. Nick,
I'll
are
jump
we ready
in.
for- Oh, sorry, John, go ahead.
I'll jump in. My kids came over. So my kids who've moved out all came over to say happy birthday. My son made me a cake. That was very nice. And then the weekend after, my wife surprised me by taking me to a friend's house who we haven't gotten together to play cards with since COVID started. And we had dinner and played cards. So a little normalness.
That sounds nice. Thanks, John.
All right,
Okay, Nick.
so we already had the first one pulled. Normally do I need to be right here?
There you are.
All right, so this week we were able to incorporate those who were online to do the raffle. We're not always going to be able to do that. Some people did, and we just happened to have a small group here, and so Craig happened to pick Janice Newman. He tried to say he didn't want to pick him because he's in the raffle, but I told him I trusted him, and then he tricked me. So all right, so let's see. Janice, $5, and President.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, we have a ticket number.
All right, so now we have a ticket number. It's a red ticket, 768618.
618.
618. 618.
Yeah, that's Jeff. Jeff.
Awesome.
$5 to Jeff.
Pay you both. I'll give you cash, and then Janice, I'll pay you through Venmo.
Janice, here's coming by Venmo. And Nick, remind us, is it next week that we should bring our little bucket of dollar on the table change?
Bob, it is today. So yes, bring it next week. And then Bob, I expect just as much money next time.
So if you come in person next week, please bring the dollars you've collected for the dollar on the table that we haven't been able to do these last few months. Maggie, is Ed on the call? Did he stay on?
Ed, I think he was here. Yes, Ed is here. All right.
Okay.
So Ed, I wanted to, I was talking about your imminent departure with my staff at Area 1 Agency on Aging. And they told me something really exceptional about you that I thought the club should know about, so that we really load up on our sadness that you're leaving us. Back when the pandemic started, we reached out to Rotarians and different people asking for help with grocery shopping and delivery. And Ed stepped up. He was matched with a woman in McKinleyville. And since April of 2020, Ed has been shopping for her twice a month, as well as picking up her medications for her and doing Costco runs for her. And I just think it's service above self. Really, he stepped up and he was doing this. And I just want to thank him so much and remind all of you that there is still a need out there. There are still people who really cannot get into stores and right now. And if anyone else wants to even do half of what Ed has done, we would be happy to have you join us. So Ed, we really, Tess and Megan say thank you. We're going to miss you, and your buddy, she's really going to miss you too. But we'll find someone new for her. So thank you, Ed.
Thank you. You bet. My pleasure.
For those that don't know, Ed and his wife and his pups are moving to New Mexico in the beginning of the year. So Ed, we're really going to miss you. You've been great in our community. I know you'll be missed at Coast Central as well for all you do. You have any parting words, or will you be with us next Friday?
I'm going to try and be with you next Friday. We're traveling all around trying to get the home sold and another home purchased, but Zoom makes it possible. So I'll try to join next week too.
Excellent. Well, keep that in mind when you're in New Mexico. You know, you may be leaving the area, but you don't have to leave the club. All right. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Maggie, for that recognition. Parting thoughts and then a little social time. Vanessa, please.
I met somebody that is working with Afghan refugees, and he needs soap, Dove soap in particular, like little shampoo bottles, and it's important that they're small, razors, and shaving cream. And you can bring them to the Griffin, and I'm going to package them all up and send them over. So, deodorant? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you, Vanessa. So drop offs at the Griffin?
Yes, please.
And by when?
Let's say, how about by next Friday?
Okay, 1 week to collect some of those items for Vanessa at the Griffin. Thank you. What should we do next? How should we best use our time? Serving to change lives. That's my vote. Thank you, everybody, for being here and being on Zoom. Please, after this meeting, if you are on Zoom, give us some feedback on how this worked for you, and we'll work to improve it, because hopefully we can continue this into the new year. So thank you very much. Tell your friends, this is okay. Let's be here.